next we are going to solve the following problem. Now let us read the problem, analyze it, and see what is input, what is the process, and what is output, and how to solve it. It says here, write a Java program that accepts a number followed by one space and then a single word. So this is the input, a number, and when it says a number, then it is possibly double, followed by a word and a single word. Here it says a single word, so we need to use next for reading the single word. The question says if the word following the number is mile, ignore case. Now here when we say ignore case, it means the user can type this word in any case, all capital letter, all small letter, starts with a small letter. So how to check that the user has typed this word, the spelling is correct, but it doesn't matter small letter or capital letter. We should use equals ignore case, and it's between bracket written here, ignore case. So this gives you a hint that you should use equals ignore case rather than using equals. If the word is mile, then the program is to treat the number entered as a distance in mile. Remember that the input is a number followed by the word mile. So if the word is mile, then this number is a distance in miles. So if the input is 2.3 mile, then this 2.3 will be a distance in miles. So it's 2.3 miles. The program has to convert this distance to kilometers. So basically this program is a conversion program between miles and kilometers distance matrix. If the word following the word is kilometer, so if it is not mile, it is kilometer, and also ignore case, then the program has to treat this number as a distance in kilometer and convert it into mile. The program statement is telling us how to do the conversion. It says any number word, any other word, it says that, note that 1 mile is equal to 1.609 kilometers. So that means as a quantity, as a figure, 1.6 kilometers has larger figure than mile. So if we have the input in mile, we need to magnify it. That means we have to multiply it by 1.609, not divide, multiply. It says here also any other word entered by the user other than mile and kilometers, we have to print an invalid message. Let's go to JGrasp and implement the program. Here we are in JGrasp. Since the input is a number followed by a single word, so the data we have a double, and we will call it a number, and we need also another variable which is a string for, let's call it a unit. So the unit is either mile or kilometer. So we will read the user, we will ask the user, this is input, and we will ask the user by system.out.print, and we will read on the same line, and we will say enter a distance followed by, and here we need to say that either types mile or kilometer. And remember, we are using escape character because we don't want to interfere this double quotation with the double quotation of the message. And then we are going to read the first number as double, next double, I mean the first input, and we are going to read the second input as a single word, so we are going to say next. Here we have the process as well as output at the same time, because we will process and output at the same time. We need to check for the input, which is the single word. Now informally we want to say that if unit equal mile, then we need to do the conversion, and we will do the conversion directly as a message. So we'll say system.out.println, and we will say that the distance in kilometers is, and we will do the conversion inside the message. So we will simply multiply number by 1.609. Maybe we can define this one as a constant, but we don't need to define it as a constant. It's only a smaller program. But if it is required to define it as a constant, then we have to define it up in here as a static variable. Else, we need to check if unit equal the word kilometer. Then the output will be the opposite. And I'm going to copy it and paste it here. And we will say the distance in miles is number divided by this constant, not multiply, divided by. If the word input is not mile and it's not kilometer, then we will say that we have an invalid the unit, and we will just print it is an invalid unit. Okay, and we have dot here. But we cannot use equals for strings. So we will use the method inside unit. So we will say unit dot equals ignore case, and we open a bracket, and we put the second word inside, and we close the bracket. So this is how we check for equality. And also for the second one, we will say unit dot equals ignore case, and we will put the other word between a bracket as a constant. Also, here I will write as a comment, you can also use the method of the constant. You can say f mile dot equals ignore case, and you put unit inside it. So the constant mile, you can also use its method because it's a string constant. So it has methods inside. So you can use it as a string and call its method and put unit as the second, as the comparing parameter. But this is more clearer than this one. So you are comparing unit, which is given by the input, by mile. Let us test our program by running the program. So run. So we have an error. It says here cannot find symbol. Which symbol? Out. Yes, there is a misspelling here. It should be out. Did I copy it? No, I did not copy it. So run it. So it says enter a distance followed by mile or kilometer. So here I will put, let's say 2.3, and I will put mile, all capital letter. Press enter. So the distance in kilometers is 3.7005. I will modify the output and put colon and also put a space. So run it again. And then here we will write 2.3, and instead we are going to write kilometer, but K is capital letter. It will accept it, and it will say the distance in miles is this number. Now we will run it for the last time for invalid, and we will say 2.3 meters, and we press enter. Then it says the unit meters is an invalid unit, and this completes the testing of our program.